Welcome back to the Frederiq Effect. I'm the host, Arsene Jr. This podcast is about perception and reality. August is National Black Business Month, so this season we're discussing this glorious holiday. This episode is entitled Black Creative Defines Himself, where entrepreneur and freelance creative Birandonu X joins us to talk about his business venture, Neferbaka Visuals. He'll also talk about the state of business for the creative community and share insight on the importance of National Black Business Month. Listen to this episode in full to learn more about discounts or promotions from Neferbaka Visuals. Thanks for listening.
This is Arsene Jr., aka Frederiq, and welcome to the third episode of the Frederiq Effect podcast. I'm here with entrepreneur, freelance creative Birandonu X. He founded Neferbaka Visuals in 2019. Neferbaka Visuals is a visual photographic agency that offers editorial fashion, beauty, business, basic photo shoots, and more information is available on the website that Birandonu will share with us in just a moment. Thanks for joining us, Birandonu X.
Hello, everyone. How's it going? Lovely to be here, and pleasure having me, Mr. Frederiq.
That's right. So this month is National Black Business Month. And as a Black business owner, what does this mean to you?
As a Black business owner, man, to me, it means a lot, so to speak. It just looking at just having a Black-owned business is a marvelous thing in today's time, and showing that we can be very creative within the things that we do, and also coming from an understanding of that you have to believe in yourself first and foremost, because that's the number one thing that I hold to my heart, so to speak. And it's a beautiful time to be alive. We just all have to come together and just be creative.
And what's fantastic about your sentiment that you just shared is I'm asking each of our guests for this season to share some insight on what being a Black business owner during National Black Business Month means to them. And it's so good to hear you share that insight around standing tall and going after what you're passionate about. So before we move too fast, we want to allow our audience a chance to really get deep into this conversation. So let's talk a little bit about your background and how it led to you starting this business. So as we think about your journey to entrepreneurship, based on our conversation, you had a really unique and innate ability in your youth to create and edit images and for visual design. What was that like for you when you were in your youth, and that path to actually finding out that you could turn it into a business and profit off of it?
Well, I would say that me turning it into a business really all started within my big brothers that drove it into me, so to speak. Because all of my big brothers are entrepreneurs, and it was really a family-oriented thing. So I always been like a visual artist. Growing up, just having a very creative imagination, so to speak. So that's really what it was. I always used to play on Photoshop. I used to play on Photoshop, create different photo manipulations and play around with different colors and different things like that. So the journey was a beautiful thing, So basically with the journey, how the journey started in high school is just, 11th, 12th grade, I went to Dillard, and it just, the spirit of Dillard itself was just so beautiful. So that's really what it was. And from there, I was like, it's time to take my time to the next level. That's basically what I did. I never looked back. It's a marvelous thing.
And I hear you just sort of mentioning this piece about community, right? Our big brothers, and shout out to the fam. You already know what it is. We gonna hold them down. Seed of the righteous. And so with that, that's my floor to talk, y'all. So with that, I know that you're also certified as well. And in this industry, as a creative for yourself, there are a lot of folks who take their talents and they just sort of turn it into a way to make money, but you saw it necessary to become certified. Tell me why.
Well, upon certification and paperwork and documentation and degrees and the list goes on. So, it's good to have these things in your back pocket. Just that's just basically what in today's time of what we live in. Dealing with professionalism, so to speak. So that's basically really what it was. I feel like it was very professional to have at that particular time. So yeah, I would say that.
And what's really cool about that is while you were working as a professional, then you got certified, you went ahead and really honed in on your skills and your ability to work with lighting within 1 year. What was that like for you?
Oh man, what a journey it has been. Lighting is, well, first of all, I would say lighting has been around since the beginning of time. Just light, That's dealing with the color spectrum and everything around us deals with light. Without light, we can't see anything. So how I use lighting within my photography, I master the lighting. And how you master lighting really comes from the understanding of how do you shape light with different modifiers, soft boxes, strip boxes, that goes along with your photography equipment. So once I learned professional lighting, it opened up a whole nother world for me. It's just my creativity was out of this world. That's really what I would say. My creativity was just expounded on another level. Because you need professional lighting. Once you know professional lighting, oh man, nobody can tell you otherwise.
Okay, that's awesome. So you talked about community, all right, family, all right, dealing with high school. You talked about taking some time off to really master the lighting, as you mentioned, and different mechanisms that go into the configuration of it all. I mean, for my, I guess I got a couple of folks who got their ears to the ground, and the street said you want to bring back the true art form of photography. That's what I heard, but I want you to expound a little bit more about that, because you see, that's what I think is really cool, and I would like for our audience to hear that. So, what does that mean to you?
Oh yes, absolutely. It's man, it's in no shade to anybody who has a different style of photography. It's just that in today's time, everything has been so over sexualized. It got itself into photography. Everybody and I'm here to tell the models that just because you're naked and you're in lingerie, that doesn't make that picture great. But then again, art is very subjective. So, but from my perspective and the true origins of photography, how the true essence of it, and how true photography ages. You can put it on a family wall, and every time that family look at that picture, they be very, 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 very satisfied. It just brings memories. It's very classic. It ages very well. So to bring true photography back is really from an understanding of that. Creativity is all around us. You have to believe in yourself and just go out and meet new people. Do power shoots. And meet models with different photographers and just network, man. That's really what it is.
That's exactly right. No shade indeed. We are here to cultivate community and to really just be ourselves and to have a conversation during National Black Business Month. And so where can people find you, find the products and the services that you offer? Do you have a website?
Yes, absolutely, I do. Website is www.neferbakareality.com. You can find me on Instagram at Neferbaka, and also my other Instagram, which is Neferbaka Reality. Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic. We'll be right back
You're listening to the Frederiq Effect, and this season is about National Black Business Month. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Arsene Jr., and I'm best known for the Frederiq brand. I hear you loud and clear. All over social media, there is commentary about how black culture should be celebrated 24 hours of the day, 7 days of the week, and 365 days of the year. So get this. August is National Black Business Month, and I sat down with young black entrepreneurs and business owners to discuss what this means to them, their business venture, and they offer advice to black entrepreneurs looking to get started in business. How is that for celebrating black culture? Be sure to listen to the rest of this episode and the entire first season, subscribe to this podcast to stay updated with all things Frederiq Effect, and leave a review on the listening platform. Let's do it for the culture, y'all.
All right, everybody, and we're back. So we've gotten to know you and spoken about National Black Business Month. Now let's head into a lightning round of 4 questions, Birandonu, where you offer suggestions, tips, and recommendations to our audience about black business and entrepreneurship. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so the first question here is that what advice would you give to black entrepreneurs looking to start their business today?
What advice will I give? Here's the thing. Number 1, believe in yourself. Number 2 is find basically whatever area that you're in pertaining to entrepreneurship. Find key things that separate you. Because at the end of the day, we have to be real with ourselves. Everything is competition. So just finding your niche. Once you find your niche, and you do it very, very, very well. Then once you do it well, once you mastered it, you teach the youth.
Teach the youth. All right. Sounds like some black tradition over there. That's what we love to hear. What skill do you think is vital to succeed in your industry?
Oh man, the skill I would say communication. Number 1. Communication is key. You have to communicate very well to your subjects, to your clients. Because communication creates another world within creativity too. You can communicate to somebody else, and you guys can collab and create some beautiful work. You create some work that can age very timeless. So you never know. Closed mouths don't get fed. So man, communication is key. Once you communicate, everything dwells accordingly.
Everything works accordingly once you communicate. We love to hear it. Tell us, what is the best educational resource that you would recommend to someone interested in getting started in your industry?
That's a very interesting question. I would say, I would say what that I've used is YouTube videos, certain books about creativity that's around us, color theory. Just going around and just researching these things to have an understanding of things around you. So once you have an understanding of the things around you, then have a destination point of where you want to go. So I would say just have a very open mind to just learn. I can't necessarily give one thing, so that's why I gave a couple. So just be very creative. Keep an open mind, because you never know who you meet. Never know what you'll learn. Yeah, pretty much.
Keep an open mind. And I think that's a great way to segue into our next conversation, because we want to show love to black businesses out there, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. Birandonu, shout out a black business or a team that you admire today and you think our audience should check out.
Oh, absolutely, man. AR Trust Solutions, my big brother's business. You're doing great things. As well as you yourself, Mr. Frederiq. You guys check them out. Make sure you guys support. Let's do it. There's so many people, and so many people I know. I might be here for at least an hour if I was to name so many names. I love all you guys. But I would say that we have to support each other. We have to believe in each other. And stop stop with the hate. It's good to compete with each other, but let it be a very friendly competition. It should be nothing pertaining to violence at all. Let's get back to how it used to be back in the days, and once we do that, the world's going to be a better place.
Oh, I would love to hear you expound upon that idea of making the world a better place and stopping the hate and really getting back to cultivating that community. So you all stay tuned for our roundtable in episode 7, where we will have a National Black Business Roundtable, Black Business in Action, and we can expound upon these ideas that we shared here. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Frederiq Effect, and this season is about National Black Business Month. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Arsene Jr., and I'm best known for the Frederiq brand. I hear you loud and clear. All over social media, there is commentary about how Black culture should be celebrated 24 hours of the day, 7 days of the week, and 365 days of the year. So get this. August is National Black Business Month, and I sat down with young Black entrepreneurs and business owners to discuss what this means to them, their business venture, and they offer advice to Black entrepreneurs looking to get started in business. How is that for celebrating Black culture? Be sure to listen to the rest of this episode and the entire first season, subscribe to this podcast to stay updated with all things Frederiq Effect, and leave a review on the listening platform. Let's do it for the culture, y'all.
And we're back. You're listening to the Frederiq Effect podcast with host Frederiq and guest entrepreneur, freelance creative, Birandonu X. Birandonu, we've talked about so much in this podcast. We talked about humility. We talked about community. We talked about shouting out some other Black businesses. We talked about getting certified in your industry as a creative, as a Black creative. So tell us, where can everyone find you? For the folks who missed it the first time, we're going to say that again. Tell us, Brandon, where can we find you? And do you have any final remarks to say to our audience?
Yeah, absolutely. To every Black person out there, I love you all. I love everyone. Just once again, be creative. Never forget that. That's the number one thing. You guys can find me at Neferbaka Reality, which is my second account. My first account is Neferbaka. So yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Awesome. Everyone, tune into our next episode with transformation coach Lenicia Renee, where we talk about her business venture, Game Fit Them, and her personal transformation plan. Until next time, thanks for tuning in, everyone.